Okay. Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to Arena Lacrosse League action here at Children's Arena. The Whitby Steelhawks have first possession in the Durham Derby. It is the first game of the year between the Oshawa Outlaws and Whitby Steelhawks, both of whom call Children's Arena home. This is Dylan Hutchison spinning away from Zach Tompkinson, the captain, gets to the far side. Liam Osborne tries to duck underneath, pass across to that's Todd Greer. Doesn't quite connect. He gets a shot off. It's well wide, and the shot clock's going to expire. They actually did get the ball on Scotty Comer, the starter, and McCrory was under some pressure, almost shoved back into the crease. But I think it's Zach Ursu on the forecheck. There's the first save for Lane Arushka, playing in net for the Whitby Steelhawks, who are 5-0 coming into this game. Oshawa is at 2-3. Interestingly, both teams in their 5 games have scored 66 goals. The big difference, goals against. Whitby's allowed 45. Oshawa has allowed 79. That's why you've got one team at 5-0 and the other at 2-3, is that 34 goal difference in goals against. Rushka stops the shot from John St. John, gets ahead to Curtis Romanchuk. Whitby on the run. Romanchuk rips it and bounces one past the foot of Scotty Comer. A little of a screen run by Corey Upshaw, and what a spot by Curtis Romanchuk. The Steelhawks have grabbed that ball after a minute and 7 seconds in. Romanchuk, I believe that's his first in the Arena League. Here's Curtis Conley looking for one. It's going to be all transition, guys, with a stop by Comer. Ball is scooped up. Conley, though, the overhead wrap check, absolutely picking Jordan Robertson's pocket. Gage Borden. Rowan Kelly getting into it out front a little bit. Here's Jeff Fernandez. They let him go to the net, and he scores. No, he was in the crease. Comer got a bit of it, and by the time the ball trickled in, Fernandez was inside the white circle. Here's DeBrone on the run. Mark DeBrone into the corner, loses it under the double team. Garrett Lewis picks it up, and then the forecheck is going to pressure him, and it's turned over, or it's loose at least. And they've got to get the cross center. I guess the 8-second count must pause when play is blown down. But then you got to get going again. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I'm not actually sure if it resets. Osborne up to Ursu. Pulls it down. Tries to hand it off to Cam Milligan. He's going to have to go pick it up himself. He's picked up by Henry Archie. Gets the pass through traffic to Greer. Milligan running low on time. Tries to get it through to Greer. 3 on the shot clock. Taylor Murrah will just let the time tick away and pick it up. Ryan Nolan, number 45 for Oshawa, will go and serve 2 or less as the Steelhawks up 1-0 go to the first power play of the game. It's an illegal substitution minor. Fernandez at the shooter spot. Up to Milligan. Behind the back. Osborne rips one. Gets up, but gets through the rafters, so it's okay. Didn't touch anything. They're running low on time, though, just 5 seconds. Oh, they did get a reset. Touched off of Comer. So lots of time for Whitby. Tompkinson and McCrory up high. Fernandez gets the underhand shot. Stopped by Comer. McCrory picked up the loose ball. Great pressure, though, by Ursu. Turns it back over to Whitby. Milligan will set things up. He is quarterbacking at the top of the power play. Oh, that's a lot of room for him. But Comer makes the stop. It's sitting, rolls out now. Fernandez goes after, and Ursu zips in, scoops up a loose ball. Another fresh 30 for Whitby. Oh, nice pass to Ursu by the backpedaling Milligan. Great vision. Tompkinson. His pass is knocked down by Ursu. Milligan's going to get it back, and that's a fresh 30 because Tompkinson possessed the ball. And there's still 48 seconds left on the power play, and Milligan, not sure I love that shot selection because Comer could see it all the way, but then again, Cam Milligan scored on a lot of shots that I certainly would not be well advised to take. So, oh, nice pass across. Hutchison turns, fires it. He's going to try and get another 30. Oh, but it gets away, and Comer is able to corral that one. And Oshawa is going to be able to kill the rest of this penalty, or are they going to go to the net? They're 3-on-1. Tompkinson shoots. Goal! Rushka thought he had it between his feet, but it got away and went over the line. 1-1 shorthanded goal. Zach Tompkinson. Carson Stevenson comes out to contest the draw with Adam Perroni for Whitby. There's Matt Marinier. I think one of the best players not currently in the National Lacrosse League. He's on the practice squad for the Philadelphia Wings, which is why he's wearing that Wings bucket. Across to Hutchison. They give him some space, and he rips one. Boy, Stevenson just backed away and left Hutchison all kinds of room. Comer, outlet pass. Mark DeBrone on the run. He's 1-on-3 as the rest of the Outlaws well spread out. Now they're set, and Gage Ward's going to spin and drive towards the net. That pass doesn't connect. Upshaw with the outlet pass. And a hard shot by Romanchuk. Did it touch the goalie? No, it was wide. Gets up out of play. Oshawa will get the ball. We're nearing the 5-minute mark. It's 1-1 here at Children's Arena. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us for Arena Lacrosse League action. Josh Gilray, sorry. That was playing last night in Buffalo. Big win for the Bandits. Here is a break for Romanchuk. He's already got one goal. Oh, that one's rolling across the leg of Scotty Comer. McCrory trying to get it. Garrett Lewis knocks it back behind him. He's going after the ball, but Comer's going to go into the corner. It's going to be an 8-second count anyway, and Oshawa will get, Whitby will get possession. Great forecheck pressure, mostly by Garrett Lewis there. Rowan Kelly helping out as well. Oh, we do have a penalty coming to Oshawa. Unsportsmanlike conduct, the call. So another power play for Whitby. Oshawa just killed one. They're back to the penalty kill. Milligan, diagonal pass to go up to Fernandez at the top. Rips one low. 5-hole, but Comer had it, no problem. And McCrory looking for the outlet. Oh, he tries to get it to Robertson coming off the bench, but he missed the pass. Whitby tries to throw it ahead. It gets away from Milligan. Then McCrory bounces one off the boards. I think he was feeling the pressure of the 8-second count. Didn't have anybody open. They got kind of muddled with the changes as the ball went back and forth. So Whitby will step back up on the power play. Still a minute 15 to go on the man advantage. Hutchison has Greer down with him. Osborne at the shooter spot. Milligan from the outside. That one drifts wide. He's going to have to hustle back. Tompkinson looking for a pass from Nolan. Nolan can't get it through as Hutchison did a nice job getting in the passing lane there. Slow things down a little bit. Stopped by Rushka. Oh, he's kind of drifts an outlet pass. Pretty lazily gave a chance for Klopfer to get after it. But he did connect eventually Marinier, who leaves it for Hutchison. 30 left on the penalty, 17 on this shot clock for Whitby. Pretty effective penalty kill so far for the Outlaws. It's probably the curse they've just put on them. No, the post will bail them out. And then Comer stops Fernandez, and now the Outlaws are going to be able to kill the rest of this. They just have to get the ball over center. DeBrone with some pressure. And they're going to throw it away. That will kill the penalty, but the ball's going to go down to Lane Rushka. Have to reach out and get it. Nice little bounce pass, gets it ahead. Here come the Steelhawks. For anyone who didn't know, Rushka means pair in Czech. A little fact I learned last year in Prague because Lane Rushka was playing in Prague with the Canadian junior team. Here's Greer. Ball is stripped. It's going to be grabbed. And away goes Gage Board. Having a nice chat with his mom before the game. Archie Henry kind of handcuffed Zach Tompkinson. And we are going to go to our first time out. But first, the Arena Lacrosse League is a proud partner of the National Lacrosse League. The All provides a high-level development league for players with professional ambitions. The goal is to keep lacrosse players in game shape and game ready while sharpening their skills for the jump to the next level. We believe every player that works hard deserves a chance. For more information, visit the website arenalacrosseleague.ca. Problem. Back underway. We are at full and even strength and all tied up 1-1. The undefeated Steelhawks with the ball. Oshawa giving them quite a push so far through the first half of the first quarter. Hutchison I'm going to say that Osborne went through the crease and then was the first player to get a pass, which you can't do, but we have a dead ball contact penalty. Milligan back at the top of the power play as Whitby continues to go strong right. I think they've really only got 2 lefty forwards today. Oh, Milligan, what a rip, the sidearm. He loves that sidearm. Backpedaling a little bit to draw the goalie with him that goes against the grain. Peroni with a quick clamp on the draw. 6:23 left in the first quarter, and it's 2-1 on the Milligan goal. And Hutchison almost had another one. Comer just got a bit of that. He was watched all the way to the center right board, but does get it to Rowan Kelly. Kelly's going to the bench. No, he's staying. Yeah, he's trying to decide. He's going. As I said, I think Fernandez and Hutchison, the only lefties for Whitby, so we'll see a lot. Oh, and Greer. Never mind, I was wrong. I knew that. I've got it right beside him, too. Board takes the return pass for the trail pass. Farthing grabs that rebound as Rushka makes another save. Here comes Lewis pushing it up over center. Yeah, the lefties Hutchison, Greer, and Jeff Fernandez. For Whitby, the righties, Cam Milligan, Liam Osborne. I thought Travis DeBoltz was here. I haven't seen him, though. So Ursu taking out of the righty spot. Here's a break. They get it to Tompkinson. He looks for the trailer, Gilray, coming off the bench, and the fast break isn't going to work out. Jeremy McWaters will set a pick, opens it up. The roll is there, but behind the back pass was a bit low from Gilray. McWaters couldn't reach down and get it. I can attest that's a tough one. When you're a big fella, and you have to reach way down to get the ball. Here comes Whitby. There's Travis DeBoltz. Hands it off to Greer and heads to the net. Cam Milligan with the last goal right there, making the pass as well. Their leading scorer. There's Osborne. Osborne, who's got 16 goals and just 5 assists. Oh, it looks like we might have a tussle here. DeBoltz is going to go with Taylor Marat. Oh, a big right. Plays DeBoltz, and Marat's done. So I hadn't seen much of DeBoltz for about 10 minutes, I thought, and we won't see him for the rest of the quarter. So the result will be a power play for Oshawa. We'll hear the announcement shortly, and that's going to put Luke Laskowitz at the top. He is second on the team in scoring among the players here today. He's got 13 goals, 9 assists for 22 points. John St. John over at the lefty shooter spot, cutting in the middle, looking for that pass. Leads the team with 9 goals, 24 assists for a team leading 33 points. Jake McNabb is not here. Okay, so the inciting incident would appear to be a high stick from Travis DeBoltz, for which he has received a 5-minute major, which gives Oshawa a great chance to try and get ahead here. Rowan Kelly has trouble getting that pass. Connor Laird's going to be right on top of him, and it will roll over to Scotty Comer. So a 5-minute power play. It will, if they don't score 2 goals on it, will drift into the second quarter. There's Alex Simons with the ball. Jake McNabb would normally be in that righty shooter spot, I would think. He has 13 goals, 14 assists for 27 points. He's only played 3 games. Jeff McNulty, the other lefty down the crease, is their 4th leading scorer with 8 goals, 11 assists for 19 points. There's a cut to the middle by Simons off the inside instep of the foot of Rushka and rolls out. Now there's another penalty coming. And Oshawa just wants to get a shot off so they can get to the 5-on-3 as soon as possible. So it's a slashing penalty to Marinier to make it 5-on-3. Tompkinson will be the safety valve at the top, and they'll play 4-on-3 down low. And Marinier is one of the key penalty killers for Whitby as well. So it's going to take him out. It'll be Rowan Kelly, Mark Farthing, and Corey Upshaw. That's some pretty good hands that penalty kills him. Boy, it's tough, the 4-on-3. There's so much space. Farthing has to reach for the outlet pass, gets it, changes direction again. The captain puts his shoulder down, rams through, makes the pass to Kelly, but he drops it. Great effort by a farthing. Sorry about the cough. Here comes Ryan Nolan. Now, nobody's gone into the box for Oshawa, which I find surprising. I thought they'd have to send somebody in, but maybe because Murrah had to go get some work done, they didn't force him to. Oh, what a rip. John St. John. And he was lacing those into the corners past Ryan Schutzkowski in warm-up as he was the last man out on the floor getting ready, and it paid off. So with 2:33 to play, Oshawa remains on the power play. And now, they've actually taken it off the minor. I thought that would go on as the first goal in the major. But okay, so they've taken it off the minor. So that makes it 5-on-4 instead of staying 5-on-3 as the minor is released. And that pass, kind of wildly thrown. Looked like Whitby would get it, but Laskowitz will hunt it down. And Oshawa will go back to the power play. Marinier is out. Laskowitz from the outside rips a bouncer. That's going to be an over and back. Marinier will try and track it down, sees he's not going to get there, and we'll just go to the bench. And Gavin Prout, the head coach for the Steelhawks, coaching along with Brad Reed and Jim Milligan, he was saying, it was interesting to hear him saying, that's an all-game call. Now he said, you called that on Sunday, you got to call that all game. You need consistency, and that's obviously what they look for. On the other bench, Steve Toll and Steve McCarthy, the co-coaches, both standing with their arms crossed as their defense trying to hold off this penalty kill unit. 10 to shoot for Whitby. Todd Greer, watched by DeBrone. Gets by him, but DeBrone recovers. Still gets a shot off. It's a holding penalty and a goal. So there was going to be a penalty on DeBrone, but Greer fights through the check and buries a bouncer with 1:31 to play. The penalty wiped out by the Greer goal, which means we stay 5-on-4 for Oshawa. Tompkinson gets the face-off and hands it off to Alex Simons. Over to McCrory. That's Ryan McCrory, number 15. Pat is number 51. Behind the back pass from St. John. Hard shot by Robertson, but Rushka stops it and it's scooped up by Romanchuk, and he is off to the races. Rowan Kelly thinking about setting a pick. They're going to slow things down. Into the final minute now of the first quarter. 3-2 Whitby. Minute 15 left in the major to the Bolts. Hutchison kind of waving to the guys to go get off the floor, get some defenders out as he kills the last few seconds of the shot clock. 40 seconds in the quarter, 1 minute exactly in the penalty. Oshawa coming forward. Gage Board takes a pass from Clofer. Here's Laskowitz waiting for the power play to join him. They still need one more guy. It's Josh Gilray. Oh, sorry, that's Jordan Robertson. Another lefty. I saw Laskowitz at the top, thought they'd send another righty out, but they're going to shift it around. Laskowitz to the shooter spot, St. John to the top. McNulty low back to Robertson, upshot on him. Same penalty kill. No, Garrett Lewis is out for one of the penalty kill spots. With Marinier, Upshaw. And there the guys, Marinier going to the net. Great strip by St. John. And then a check from behind by Jordan Robertson. That's just an undisciplined play, shoving Upshaw over from behind, and that is going to eliminate the Oshawa advantage. Put us 4-on-4 for, well, the final 6.3 seconds of this period and the final 27 seconds of the Zabolts penalty. So it's 5-on-4 with the goalie out, Rushka to the bench. So the extra attacker, where that pass is too high, it goes out of play. Half a second left. The period will expire. It is 3-2 Whitby through 15 minutes of play here at Children's Arena. I'm Steven Stamp. The second quarter about to get underway. 20 seconds left on the Whitby penalty, 1:53 on the Oshawa penalty. Zach Tompkinson comes up with the ball after it was pulled out of the face-off, and nice job by Josh Gilray to hop off the bench. Then McCrory tried to shovel it back to him, but it was picked off. Pass ahead by Peroni, relayed by Kelly. Twister was missed, went way wide. I think Gage Board may have got his stick on Peroni's stick. He tried to take that shot, or on Kelly's stick after Curtis Conley passed it back to him. McWaters passed across. St. John stopped, swallowed up by Rushka, who hangs on to the rebound. A little far for Peroni, but he gets it on one hop And wide open is Hutchinson, but the big save by Scotty Comer. Still playing some solid lacrosse well into his long and storied career. Scotty Comer actually provided the theme music for my podcast, Box the Beat, which you should go and check out. Find it on SoundCloud or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. That theme music and the bridge music, it's all Scotty Comer and his old band Love You to Death. Here's a drive to the net and a bounce shot by Simons. Doesn't get through. Garrett Lewis will grab it. Might have been advised to just let it sit for 3 seconds, but he gets out no problem. So it worked out fine. Here's Nicholas Webb. Hands it off to Cam Milligan. Osborne at the shooter spot. They're waiting for the third righty to get it, and they are all set on the power play. 22 seconds now on the man advantage. Back to Milligan. Backpedaling. Skip pass to Hutchinson. He'll rip an overhand stop by Comer. Pops away from McCrory, but he gets it on the second chance. Throws it to Gage Board, who had to spin backwards but caught it. Good outlet. Board's going to shoot. Scores! Hutchinson stepped out and Board just ripped it around him. Osborne comes up with it. Gets a shot off from his offside, right off the face-off, but the save by the leg of Scotty Comer. Curtis Connolly tracked it down. He's going to stay out for a shift on O and set a pretty lively pick on Mark DeBrone, and they're getting after it. DeBrone didn't like that pick, and they're both going to go. And Carson Stevenson is right up all over Dylan Hutchinson as he starts with possession at center. Fernandez to Ursu. Milligan's going one-on-one. Ursu, a little pick. Gets run over by Henry Archie, but stood his ground just enough. That's going to be an over and back as it didn't touch anything, and Milligan Oshawa didn't like that Cam Milligan grabbed the ball with his hand, but he just dropped it there for Gage Board. Now there's a penalty coming. I think it's going to be going both ways again. It is getting feisty. Zach Tompkinson, the captain for Oshawa, and number 55, Curtis Romanchuk for a Whitby going to the box. We'll stay 5-on-5. We'll have a bunch of guys, and feel badly for the timekeepers who have to figure out when everyone gets released and what stoppages. Johnny St. John over to Gilray. There's Robertson. Hits the cutting Gilray. Nice play. And the finish by Gilray. .246 into the second quarter. The Outlaws have pulled ahead. 4-3. They've taken the lead. I'll tell you the key for them today, as I mentioned. Oh, wait, here's a chance for McCrory. Down low and another goal. This one, Luke Laskowitz. His 14th of the year. Pushing him. So 3 minutes into the second, it's 5-3 now Oshawa, and the game has gone a little pear-shaped for Lane Rushka and the Steelhawks, so they have put Lucas Coote in between the pipes. I don't actually know what that means, but it sounded like a good line. Because, in case you didn't hear it earlier, Rushka means pair in Czech. Seemed like a fun line. Laskowitz with the ball. Mentioning as they have a chance. Laskowitz, the save by Coote on the first shot he faces, but he left it there. John St. John almost had the ball. Coote managed to track it down with a little help from Garrett Lewis. But these teams have scored the same number of goals in their 5 games. Again, 66 each. It's the defense that's been an issue. Whitby's only allowed 45, or 9 per game. Oshawa on the other end has allowed 79, which is 15, almost 16 per game. So there's the big difference, but Oshawa's defense has been pretty solid, and Scotty Comer has been steady between the pipes. St. John. Far side to Laskowitz, a little sweep sidearm shot, stopped by Coote. Stepping in and being sharp. That can be tricky for a backup, but he makes the first couple saves that can really boost the confidence for himself and the team. Garrett Lewis up for an O shift. Pulls it down. Milligan, it collided with his own man, and we're going to have a stoppage in play. What a collision. I think that's Nick Webb. Looking very uncomfortable. Yeah, he's going to be helped off by Dylan Hutchison, not putting any weight on his right foot. All right, we're back underway. Nick Webb went straight into the hallway with the trainer to get some help. Osborne tries to shovel ahead. Milligan's taking this shift off. Actually, he did come out eventually. He was on the bench, went out. Now Oshawa gets the ball on that Lucy. 5-3, the Outlaws are up. And Jeff McNulty is backpedaling into the corner. Ooh, stick drifting up a little high by Clint Lewis, but not too hard. So no call, but what a rip by Ryan McCrory. Drops the head of the stick for the little low sidearm and sneaks one past Lucas Coote. Ryan Nolan this time out to take the face-off. We see teams do this against Adam Peroni, who takes just about every face-off for Whitby. And other teams seem to want to run a few guys off him. There's Peroni with the shot. Nice stop by Comer after Kelly got it to him. Behind the back by Peroni. That one stopped by Comer. That's going to be a possession for, oh, no, Oshawa's going to get it. I thought with Peroni being pushed down from behind that the Steelhawks might get the ball, but they do not. And Gage Board will take that bounce pass. It's McNulty. St. John perusing. Hard sidearm pass, a little bit far, but it's grabbed by McNulty off the boards. That pass is knocked down by Marinier, but then he's checked by Laskowitz. Goes straight back out to Hutchison with the long outlet pass. Double team. Nice pass to get to Lewis, and Clint Lewis's hard shot was well wide. Conley's going to track it down. Gets away from him. I think he was trying to roll that one up to Milligan, and it got stopped by Sear. Crease violation, so no goal. Boy, Whitby would have liked that one. Gilray's just going to run out of traffic, and there's another penalty coming. It's going to be a slash, and Brad Reed does not like it. But they did say he got a call the whole game, and it sounded the same as the other one. Extra attacker out for the Outlaws. 8 on the shot clock. Pass gets away from them. Kelly on Robertson. Lewis buries him. St. John gets a shot off. It's stopped by Coote. So Clint Lewis goes to the box. Oshawa with a 6-3 lead has a chance to add to it. Although, bear in mind, we've had about 3 shorthanded goals in this game already. That shot didn't get through. Marinier caught the ball, passed ahead to Upshaw, who somehow gets the ball away from Simons. But Simons, nice job on the trail check. Okay, that ball went out of play, and they're saying it did go off Simons. He's saying it was just stick on stick, but he's not arguing very hard. And Upshaw will start with possession. Hutchison's racing in to grab it, and we'll pass it back up to Milligan. Now penalty coming to Oshawa. So Whitby wants to kill as much time as they can. Be ideal for them to get a reset here and just keep their penalty ticking down. Milligan shovels it through, doesn't quite get to Osborne, but he gets it off the boards. 6 on the shot clock. He's thinking about the dive, comes out. It's in. It got a lot of Comer, but it gets in, and now there's a tussle out front. So the upshot is a power play, still maintaining, but we had offsetting penalties. Peroni and, is that Josh Gilray going to the box? It was Alex Simon, it was Alex Simons that got de-helmeted. Anyway, we've got a player on each side gone off the box. Doesn't affect the manpower situation. Oshawa still on the power play for 47 seconds. They lead 6-4. St. John, as they go strong left, is at the top. Delaskowitz gets it back. Renier and Upshot at the top. Kelly and Farthing down low. Oh, nice little sweep shot by Laskowitz. Very similar style to his last goal. with Peroni in the box, it'll be Garrett Lewis taking the face-off for Whitby. McCrory pulls it out for Oshawa. And Plofer trying to protect the ball, passes it into the chest of Lewis. They got to be getting close on 8 seconds. There it is. Oh, no, they called a loose ball. I think the refs are going to confer because that seemed like 8 seconds to me, but we are under the time for the media timeout. We have been for a while, but we just kept having penalties. So we will go to the break and we'll sort it all out. We're back underway. It's 7-4, 6:45 to go here in the first half. We're at even strength, and we were at even strength. There's going to be an illegal substitution. Very impressive performance to this point by the Oshawa defense and goaltender Scotty Comer. See if they can hold on. Milligan, we go strong right for Whitby, to Fernandez to Hutchison. He's trying to spring Osborne with the up pick from Ursu, but the pass gets away and Connor Laird is going for a rumble. Gets into the offensive zone. Slows it down, hands it off to Ryan McCrory. He's going to stay to make sure it's safe. They get it to Gilray, and McCrory and Laird will both head off. Nope, McCrory's waiting. Saw some pressure. Now he goes. 13 on the shot clock. Robertson is high. Not as high as Ryan McCrory, though, who's up at center. He did wind up standing on the floor. Now Robertson gets flattened, and the ball knocked loose, but the 30 was expiring anyway. Oh, terrible timing for Whitby as they take an illegal cross-checking penalty right as the 30 was expiring. Peroni and McCrory once again. Peroni looks up, sees Conley open, pops the ball out to him. That's a great face-off win by Adam Peroni. Here's Rowan Kelly to take the ball. 5 seconds until Oshawa goes to the power play. I think John St. John may just step onto the floor and stay up in the offensive zone. Yeah, he's heading to center now. He's just going to drift up. Oh, but Cam Milligan, what a shot. Would have been a good strategy. But then Cam Milligan happened. What a gorgeous behind-the-back shot. Short-handed marker. Another face-off win by Peroni. Again, straight out to Curtis Conley. He's going to spin out, peel away, turns directions again, then rolls it up to Rowan Kelly. Nice job by Curtis Conley. What an up-and-comer he is. I'm pretty sure Conley's still got some junior eligibility left. He is a physical and very smart lacrosse player. McCrory gets on his side, speaking of smart players. Laskowitz, see, that was up around the waist high on the sidearm shot. That's just too high. He's got to shoot it down by his ankle. 7 left on the penalty. It doesn't look like Oshawa is going to push for a power play opportunity. Don't want to risk a breakaway the other direction. Laskowitz, 12 to shoot. Fernandez, or McNulty, the other 77, backdoor attempt, farthing on him. Shovel pass to Gilray, who goes for the low shot. He can't get it past Coote. Big pressure, but a very calm outlet pass by Garrett Lewis. Oh, nice pass by Ursu, and Hutchison got the shot off, but just stopped by Scotty Comer. Went out of play, off an Oshawa player, off Comer. So it will be Whitby's in possession once again. 8-5. Oshawa, Milligan behind the back pass this time. Osborne tried to bang it home, stopped by Comer. Niall Sear flattened after he makes the pass. That's a huge hit by Todd Greer. Down McWaters in the corner. Well, they had Laskowitz beckoning for the ball down on the just above the goal line, but the lane was not really there, and eventually the ball is turned over, but then it's turned over the other way. There's a smart play by Ryan McCrory to not pick the ball up on the offensive side of center. Let it roll back. Leads to a great scoring chance on the back door, but Laskowitz can't find the spot. Gets away from Farthing. Dylan Hutchison was on the bench when he caught that ball. I didn't think he could do that. Oshawa gets it and comes back the other way. Hey, heads up play. The ball was coming and with the door open. It was going to go out, so he just grabbed it and turned into a scoring chance. Here's St. John. Lots of traffic. Marinier shoves him out to the restraining line. Board got the shot off now. St. John forechecking on Marinier, but he peels out of trouble and lopes down the floor. Okay, Garrett Lewis. Lots of pressure there from DeBrone, and the ball's picked off, but is grabbed back by Hutchison. Oshawa didn't possess it, so the clock keeps ticking on their shot. The 30, that is. Milligan's going to get a reset, though. Or is he? I thought that one might have gone off him. That one did. Peroni with the last second shot, but it's grabbed by DeBrone off the backboard. Flofer tries to get a hit to St. John. Probably forced it a bit. And here comes Romanchuk. Now there's a penalty over by the bench. Clint Lewis is not happy about something that Carson Stevenson did to him. DeBrone's got words for the Whitby bench, and Lewis in particular. So the only penalty on the play is to Adam Peroni off to the box for 2 or less with 1:27 to go in the half, and Oshawa already leading 8-7. I believe it was a slashing call. PA system's a little bit garbly at times. Luke Coote, sidearm rip. What a pass to Fernandez. Scores! Beautiful. I told you Lucas Coote could throw the ball. This is not a high swing, so we have to adapt a bit. Kind of went sidearm. Length of the floor to Fernandez. Took a quick peek at Upshaw coming with him and decided to do it on his own, and what a good decision. Short-handed goal again. This time Jeff Fernandez is 8-6, 1:06 to play in the half. Corey Upshaw and Patrick McCrory for the draw. Sticks having to be adjusted a little bit. And there we go. Tompkinson. St. John at the top on this power play. 50 seconds in the period. St. John and Laskowitz back and forth. Back to Laskowitz. And again, sidearm. Nice save by Coote. Marinier absorbs a big hit from St. John, drops the ball, gets it back. Then one hand shovels ahead to Upshaw, gets away from him, and he'll track it down off the boards and gets it. Romanchuk was there, picked up nicely by McCrory. Now they leave Romanchuk on the back door, but he was picked up by Nolan. Whitby goes to the penalty kill. Romanchuk has it. Fernandez will set a little slip pick. Nolan up on Romanchuk, who's going to go to the bench. Bounce shot, Milligan. And McCrory will grab it. Timeout for Oshawa. 8.4 seconds to play. You get one timeout per half. So Oshawa, might as well use it here. Probably 10:30. 8 seconds to go. Oshawa moves in the offensive zone. St. John, 4 seconds. They hit the cutting Robertson. Great job by Farthing to slide across and soak that shot. Gets up out of play. The half ends, and the score is 8-6 in favor of Oshawa. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is Arena Lacrosse League action from Children's Arena. We'll be right back. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. It is second half underway. 28 seconds now remaining on the power play for Oshawa, but they're going to take a shot because there's another penalty coming to Whitby. It'll be called just 14 seconds in. Now, Gavin Proud is leaving, I think. He may have been tossed. And he's not enjoying his early departure. Oh, backdoor attempt for Laskowitz. Couldn't quite put it in. Oshawa gets it back. St. John, or McNulty went and picked it up. Now he gets the ball back from St. John. That one's off the post. Marinier tries to swat it ahead, but it's up to Coot to get that ball. He lobs it ahead. Now we've got Marinier getting into it with McNulty, and there's more penalties coming. But Whitby's going to get possession to start with. Hutchinson will start with it. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Arena Lacrosse League action from Children's Arena. We're nearing the midway point of the Arena Lacrosse League season. Osborne withstands the checks and then the poke check from DeBrone. Still has it. Tries to hit Fernandez. Can't quite connect. It's grabbed by Klopfer heading the other way. They took about 25 off the penalty. Hutchinson gets up to pressure Laskowitz. Boy, Dylan Hutchinson playing a lot of minutes. Really grinding this game. He an upshot at the top. Peroni and Farthing are the low men on the penalty kill. That's St. John to Laskowitz. Sidearm rip. That one's a little bit wide, but it's grabbed by Gilray. He was behind the back, and McWaters thinking about his options. Tries to go back door, doesn't quite connect. 30 expired anyway. Here comes Hutchison. Now there's a penalty coming. That's going to be Niall Sear. Dylan Hutchison is just playing keep away as he sits on the turf. So illegal cross-check the call on Sear. So that means 21 seconds of 4-on-4 and then a minute 39 on the power play for Whitby, barring any further penalties, which seems unlikely at this point. Certainly haven't been going a minute and a half without penalties for much of the game. Whitby's just going to wait. So Oshawa might go and press a little bit. You can hear the coaches yelling, go, 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 if Whitby's just going to stand there. Now they're going to be able to wait. 4 seconds left. Garrett Lewis will come out, and the goaltender will go back to his crease. And it's going to result in a goal. Liam Osborne zips in from the wing, grabs that rebound, and bounces it home past Scotty Comer. And that is exactly why you put 5 runners out, pull the goalie, so that the player coming from the penalty box can just step into the bench and let the goalie go back, and you can attack immediately in the back half of the 30. So just like that, it's a 1-goal game, 8-7. Whitby has crept back to just behind the Oshawa Outlaws with 2.5 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Now the pass gets away from Upshaw. Here goes Tompkinson. Whitby's got Lewis coming off the bench. Tompkinson's shot kicked aside by Lucas Coot, who's been stellar since coming in. Was not really leading Rushka's day. He gave up 6 goals, and then Coot has really shut things down. Nice pass up to the top to Hutchison. Fernandez. There's Cody Hamley making that pass. Haven't really seen a lot of him. A lovely little float pass. Then he sets a pick to open up some space. Fernandez goes far side. Milligan feeds it down low. Osborne to the net. Scores! That is the goal we're used to seeing Liam Osborne score, just cutting underneath the defender. Lovely pass from Milligan. What a run for the Steelhawks to tie it 8-8. Curtis Conley can't quite pick that ball up. Laskowitz, that's not the guy you want to come away with it, but it actually rolls on to Coote. Kind of bounced off the side of Adam Peroni's face, but he comes up to it and continues to advance into the offensive zone. Takes a shot on his offside. Penalty coming to Oshawa. So the Steelhawks trailing by 1 after their comeback was complete. They gave up the goal, but they have a man advantage to try and get that lead erased again. Milligan at the top as they go heavy right set. Sidearm pass. Hutchison. Back up to Milligan. Rolls one a little bit wide. Here's Hutchison picking up the loose ball. Backdoor attempt to Ursu. He can't find his spot. Hutchison with the forecheck. Knocks it loose. It's going to be tough to beat the 8-second count. They do it just. Josh Gilray will slow it down. Minute 18 left on the Oshawa penalty. They try to hit McNulty, gets away from him. Mark Farthing's right on top of him. Gary Morrison from JVI and I are both chuckling because we heard Jim Milliken say it's supposed to be 8 seconds, he got 18. It was very close on that last count. I thought they were probably okay. Oh, what a rip, Fernandez. There was not much space, but he found what there was to get a power play goal and make it 9-9. .709 to play. Peroni almost had the ball back for Whitby. Now it is Osborne that gets it ahead to Upshaw. Didn't quite catch it, but he tracks it down. Under 7 to go in the third quarter, and Upshaw staying for offense with Peroni and Rowan Kelly. Bit of an unusual set for the Steelhawks, and that is a little overzealous on the pick by Adam Peroni. We're going to go to our break. The Arena Lacrosse League is a proud partner of the National Lacrosse League. So, power play for Whitby with just under 7 minutes to go as McCarthy is gone. I assume it's an unsportsmanlike call. The McCrory brothers, Ryan High, Patrick Lower, over on the far side for Oshawa on the penalty kill. We've got Gage Board and Connor Laird on this side. Illegal pick on Whitby, and Oshawa's going to get the ball. The ball did go in the net, but it was after the whistle had gone. Pat McCrory, head to Josh Gilray. It's 9-9, 6:22 to go here in the third quarter. They try the pass, they get it through. What a save by Coote. There's a gorgeous pass by Jordan Roberts, a great catch by John St. John, but just couldn't quite bury the shot. Milligan will get it over center, Gilray picking him up. Hutchison, as Whitby sets up on the power play. 3 lefties. For one of the few times we've seen that for Whitby in this game, trying to change things up a little. Big scrum along the boards. It's underneath a Whitby player, and they are going to call withholding. Hutchison tries the overhead wrap check. Board avoids it. Gets into the offensive zone. Bounce to McWaters. 12 on the shot clock, 40 now on the penalty. Gage Board tries to feed it through, can't connect with McNulty or Robertson. And Clinton Lewis will head over center. Milligan at the top, they got 25 on the power play. Lots of time to work with, they're just getting the offense out now. Hitting ball trick, but they know that Osborne's got it. He's still winding up to think about a shot. Milligan at the shooter spot as they go lefty again. Hutchison with the rip from the overhand from the top. Greer fighting for the loose ball, but Fernandez steps in to get it. Milligan to Hutchison. He's got a lane. Goes to Greer. His shot is wide. St. John is up the floor if Oshawa can get it. Now Hutchison alertly drifts back to cover him. Oh, what a rip. Cam Milligan from downtown sidearm That is a snipe to make it 10-9 Steelhawks. Whitby is pulled back ahead. 4:35 to go as we get play rolling. Jordan Robertson gets the ball for Oshawa off the faceoff, and they'll try and even things back up. Lots of time to go. Still 4:15 in the third quarter. Shot stopped by Coote. He's looking up the floor. He's going to go for it to Peroni, but it's a bit far. It goes all the way down to his counterpart, Comer. He's going to make a safer pass, a one-hop bouncer up to Robertson. McNulty's directing traffic, saying, give that ball to Josh Gilray. Eventually does, but he was covered by Garrett Lewis by then. Bouncer to St. John. 12 on the shot clock. Laskowitz's shot was partially blocked out front, so Coote's going to track it down. Lucas Coote, who was actually signed by the San Diego Seals last week. Oh, it's picked off by Laskowitz. 8-second count, so Oshawa will get the ball. He's going to the net. Nice slide help by Corey Upshaw. But Coote was signed by San Diego. It was supposed to be their backup for their game in New York last weekend. I believe that would have been his first NLL game. Paperwork didn't get through in time. He was not eligible to play. Connor Kiernan actually wound up as the backup goalie. No, he's not a goalie. He's a forward. Romanchuk was going to just muck the ball. Realized there's too much time. 8 seconds left and a pair of Outlaws on him. Now Romanchuk's getting his hand up into the face of John St. John, giving him a shove. So it's a roughing call to Romanchuk only. St. John will stay out with the power play. And with 3:01 to go in the third, Steelhawks up by 1, 10-9, have a penalty to kill. Laskowitz at the top. Strong right, Oshawa. There's Gilray and McWaters is down low. McNulty to St. John. Everyone's had a touch. Peroni and Marinier up top. Kelly and Farthing low. The rip was stopped by Coote. Hard shot by Laskowitz. Gilray on the restart. Oh, and it's off McWaters, sticking out of play. It's going to be a Whitby possession. Rowan Kelly jukes what McWaters. Gets up over center, hands it to Milligan, he'll head to the bench. Milligan pressured by Niall Sear. Nice little pick by Marinier. Greer with a dangerous pass. I thought Gage Board might take it, but it did get to Milligan. And he passed it off to Ursu. Penalty coming now to Oshawa. Whippy's going to hang on to it. Oh, there's a pass to Milligan. The 30 expires. He came trucking down Main Street. Just a little late to get the shot. And we'll go to 4-on-4 for minute 10. So Josh Gilray's off for slashing. A lot of slashing calls tonight. The standard's been set, and they're following it. Here's Fernandez. Osborne tried to go underneath. Nice job to take that away from him by Gage Board. But he spins and shoots off the post. Boy, Osborne had his bread and butter taken away, so he created something else and almost buried it. You can see why Osborne had 16 goals coming into the game. He's got 2 today. Oh, that's a big hit. That's got to be a penalty. Wow. I am a big Zach Tompkinson fan, but that was... And Tompkinson's looking pretty shaken up after that collision. He's on the back of the bench. I think he'll keep going. He's a tough customer. 23 left on the 4-on-4. Osborne's dancing through some traffic. Takes a couple of whacks from Laird. That one gets away from Milligan and up into the bench. It'll be Oshawa possession. Nice pass from Steve Toll to hit McCrory in stride. And he rips it on Coote, who turns it aside. They've got a 2-on-1 here. Peroni will shoot, just misses. That's going to be a dead ball contact foul on Peroni. I think DeBrone's going as well. Oh, wait. on with DeBrone. St. John has it. Whitby's on the power play for 48 seconds. Oshawa hanging on to the ball. Robertson to Laskowitz. He's got what, 3, 4? 4 today, I think. First free all under, below the knee, that the head of the stick released the ball. Last one, though, was a beauty from the overhand. 3 to shoot. Farthing strips Laskowitz. He'll just kill the last couple seconds he can. And Whitby's got 20 seconds on the man advantage to try to extend their 10-9 lead. Fernandez. He's got a lane, scores. Nice pick by Dylan Hutchison. The pass from Milligan, and bam, Fernandez buries the power play goal with 1 second left on the man advantage. 12.5 seconds to play, 11-9 Whitby. Tompkinson gets the ball. He's tracked down by Hutchison. Oh, he takes a hit from Comer. And an illegal pick called on Comer. So with 4.6 seconds left, Whitby gets a last chance. Milligan's shot. Oh, it almost went in. It got between the legs of Comer. He spun to knock it away. And a nice sportsmanship play there. Helping Dylan Hutchison up. That was Jordan Robertson. We'll go to the break. It's 11-9 Whitby over Oshawa Arena. McCrory and Peroni, 11-9. Whitby ahead of Oshawa. We're underway in the fourth quarter. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the Arena Lacrosse League at Children's Arena. Sorry, just seeing what the call was. No penalties, just a possession call. And Hutchison's just trying to get out of a phalanx of Oshawa players. Ball bounces to Robertson. We're 5-on-5. No penalties to start this quarter. Looking for some wood. Laskowitz, watched by Upshaw, gets the shot off. It's wide. Marinier wants to track it down. It was going to be over and back, but they get a 2-on-2. And the man off the bench, the ball almost bounced to him off that wide shot by Marinier. Fernandez couldn't get it. It was grabbed by Kelly. He gets it to Fernandez. Oh, nice D there by Niall Sear, getting out on him. Ball bouncing around. Handcuff Kelly's just a funny hop off the stanchion. Henry Archie gets it. I do know that. Henry Archie over center, spins again. Farthing all over him. There's a chance for St. John, but that one's wide. Grabbed by Robertson. Lewis on him. McNulty drifting down, gets the pass, but it's swallowed up by Coote. Hamley hands it off to Milligan. Pulls it down. Ursu setting picks. Tried to go back door to Greer, but it got away. I think it was tipped, and McCrory comes away with it. Looks off the forecheck for Milligan and passes to Robertson. Peroni comes to pick Robertson up. Sees the pick coming from St. John. Gets by that. Ball's left for St. John. Hutchison playing D. Plays O. On the power play. He's on the penalty kill. Man, he's playing some Kyle Matisse type minutes here. And now he's got a chance to shoot. Stopped by the foot of Comer. The rebound stopped as well as Fernandez grabbed it and fired it. Nice calm outlet pass there. Here's Board looking for the man off the bench. McWaters can't handle it. McNulty can't handle it. Marinier fights through the forecheck. What a job. And then he lopes up the floor, shovels it over to Lewis and heads to the bench. Clint Lewis backpedals. Fernandez to Milligan, who's trying to catch Comer by surprise with a shot early in the shot clock on the offside. Chance for Oshawa to run the floor. Nolan, low pass, gets away. Nice hustle by Klopfer to get over center. So it's not an over and back, and Oshawa retains possession, 17 on the shot clock. Board skip pass to Gilray. St. John through traffic, it was taken away and then knocked down, and away goes Liam Osborne on a defensive shift. He's got Hutchison off the bench. Shoots, scores. Liam Osborne plays D. Tranny and turns it into a scoring chance and buries. So Whitby has extended their lead to 3. They're up 12-9 as we pass the 12-minute mark. 3 minutes into this fourth quarter. That pass was knocked by Farthing and then bounced off someone's shoulder. Who did it go off? Okay, they're saying it was off an Oshawa player. There's a couple of guys close together, but Matt Chamwell right in position. That hard pass caught by Conley. He is run over. The ball gets up out of play and it'll be Oshawa possession. DeBrone will start possession. Conley right on him. These two have been exchanging pleasantries some during the game. Conley's running with DeBrone, who's going to head to the bench for an offensive player. Conley stays out. Conley's shoelace is undone. They got to get him to fix that. Don't want him to trip himself. It could be dangerous with the offensive zone there. If you trip and lose your balance, Luke Laskowitz will burn you. But in that case, the shot goes wide. Ball rolls all the way down the floor, and Scotty Comer will leave it there for Fernandez to start with possession for Whitby. 11:15 to go. Milligan. McCrory forcing him wide, and he goes down to Ursu. Sorry, that was Osborne. There's a chance for Romanchuk. Stepped in the crease. Comer made the save anyway. Clover outlet to McCrory. Oshawa trying to push the pace. Ooh. So close to over and back, but they just make it across. Nice job. Whitby's going to get a chance to run. Romanchuk has Marinier, who goes to the bench so they can get Hutchison off the bench. He gets it to Garrett Lewis, but he left the ball behind. Oshawa ball. McCrory on the run. 2-on-1. Shoot saved by Coote. Wow, what a job. Bear in mind, it was 6-3 or 6-2 when Lucas Coote came into this game. Now it is 12-9 for Whitby. That shot doesn't get anywhere near the net as Peroni was bumped as he was taking it. Shovel pass ahead to Board. Upshot tracking him down. He misses the ball. He was focused on the player coming, I think, a little bit, or distracted at least. And Upshaw will get it from Coote, moving ahead to Osborne. Hard shot by Fernandez off of Comer and up out of play. Bounces to the corner where Milligan will start with it. Greer tries to get a shot through, misses, it's up out of play. And Laird is running on a breakaway off the restart. Misses, I think it was going wide anyway. Coote tips it off his stick, it gets up out of play, it'll be Oshawa possession. Can't fault the goalie. You got to just make that save. You don't really have time to figure out if that's going wide or not. Wasn't by much. St. John. 9:45 to go. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Arena League action at the Children's Arena. Laskowitz pulls it down, gets by Marinier, shoots around Farthing, but goes wide. There's St. John. Laskowitz up to Robertson, who's going to shoot. Another save by Coote. Farthing overruns it. That's going to lead to Oshawa getting the ball. McWaters to St. John. Spins, tries to get underneath, but Clinton Lewis stays with him. It's tipped aside by Farthing. Laskowitz couldn't get the ball in Farthing. Short pass. They got to get across center. They just make the 8-second count. Clinton Lewis will pull up, hand it to Milligan. 9:05 to go. Still a 3-goal lead for Whitby. Fernandez, hard shot. It's going to lead to a reset. Funny hop off the boards, but Fernandez was able to adjust and pick it up. Milligan isolated. Lots of lefties out there. Now they get another righty out, but Milligan took the shot, and Oshawa's already got the ball back. Romanchuk pressuring. Ursu would come out to play. Oh, he's going to do some back checking instead. Long outlet pass. Doesn't connect with McWaters. There's a chance down low, but it's picked off by Milligan. Went back for a defensive shift and gets a cause turnover. He's going to go take a rest. Get some other forwards out. Liam Osborne. Down to, is that Lewis? It is Clint Lewis in the offensive zone. Illegal pick called on Peroni. There's a couple on him. Just doesn't know his own strength. Here comes Oshawa, 8:08 to play. 12-9 the score. That pass got through to Robertson. He's got Conley all over him. Gets a pass to Gilray. Laskowitz surveying. Sidearm pass to St. John. He had to double check that he had it. Then the bouncer swallowed up by Coote, who's immediately looking up at the floor to Conley. He's got a man off the bench. Gets it to Greer, sorry. The stop by Comer. Gilray. Laskowitz gets underneath, but I think his stick was hit as he was shooting. Didn't get where he wanted. There's Marinier. He's got a man ahead. He's going to slow it down, wait for the guy off the bench, then shoots. Saved by Comer. Marinier. Oh, there's a penalty coming. Five-minute major to Mark DeBrone with 7:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. So it's going to make it really tough for Oshawa. We have seen a handful, I think about 5 or so shorthanded goals, but not this time. Liam Osborne has a bunch for Whitby. That one comes on the power play with 6:50. Groening rips it out. It's grabbed by Kelly. Withstands the double team, or does he? Yeah, he does. Nice job by Kelly to get out of traffic and hand it off to Fernandez. 4.5 left on the penalty. Hutchison, skip pass, comes back up to him. Milligan behind the back. Oh my, what a goal by Cam Milligan behind the back. And Scotty Comer is just going to stare up and think this 6:21 needs to tick away. 14-9 after another power play goal by Whitby. Mark DeBrone wasn't supposed to be released from the penalty box, but here's Osborne shooting. But he got himself kicked out, so he does get to leave the penalty box, and he's headed to the dressing room. Big lead by Whitby now. Remember, again, it was 6-3. 3-3 at one point. Oshawa scored 3 straight goals. Since then, man, 11-3 for the Whitby Steelhawks. You can see why they're 5-0, and unless something really odd happens, they're going to be 6-0. Nice save again by Coote. Where's the ball? Garrett Lewis has it. Oh, no, Marinier has it. He's going to shoot. Comer with the stop. I completely lost that ball there for a sec, folks. Luckily, Gary Morrison had it. You guys were probably watching the whole time. McNulty, backdoor pass. Nice finish. Laskowitz with his sixth or sixth of the game for Laskowitz. Nice pass by McNulty to set it up. .5:30 to play. It's 14-10 Whitby after the Oshawa goal, and a beauty by Laskowitz. Henry Archie going after the loose ball. Can't get it. Kelly tries to pick it up. Archie on him. Eventually Kelly does get it. Lots of pressure. And Kelly fights his way out and shovels it ahead to Curtis Conley. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Arena Lacrosse League action here at Children's Arena. Sure, you go to the Arena Lacrosse League website at arenalacrosseleague.ca. Check out all the games. You can also go check out the JVI Sports Network YouTube page. A spinning rip by Zach Ursu. Oh, and stopped by Comer. Here comes McCrory the other way, bored with him. McWaters coming off the bench. Bored with the hard, low bouncer. It's up off of Coote, now to play. McWaters hits the cutting Laskowitz, but he had it stripped. Gilray gets it, tries to make a pass. It goes off a defender. Wouldn't have been over and back. No fresh 30, though. McWaters hands it down to St. John, 10 on the shot clock. Gilray to Laskowitz. Slashing call coming to Cody Hamley. It's 14-10 with 4:14 to play. Oshawa with a chance to get another one back. St. John at the top as they go strong left. Robertson to McNulty. That's Gilray behind the net. Laskowitz is in the middle. They're staying all over him. Got Marinier and Kelly both paying a lot of attention. Now he's open down on the crease line. We come to McNulty. Sharp far side. Coote got some of it. It's in. Coote had a bit, didn't know where it was. Mark Farthing dives after it, but has to extricate himself out from the net without the joy of having stopped the goal. It's 14-11 on the power play marker. 3:49 to play. Lewis came away with the ball. All kinds of Outlaws on him. Tries to make the pass. It's knocked down. Tompkinson gets it. He turns it over under the double team, but it rolls over to McCrory. Laird can't catch the pass, and Romanchuk hustles in. Laird does pick it up. He had nowhere to go. Oh, Romanchuk's not looking comfortable. He's limping. He knows he can't get off. So he's just going to try and pick somebody up and get to the bench as soon as he's able. He goes up high so he doesn't have to stay with anybody low. Good idea. Laskowitz on the run, way wide. Comes back to him, though. And that one's high as Conley got just enough of his stick. McWaters from the outside, a buzzer beater, and it will result in a fresh 30 for Oshawa. Another big save by Lucas Coote. Under 3 minutes to play. It's a 3-goal lead. That one just ticked off the outside of the post from St. John. Here goes Conley. St. John hustling back. Conley will get a shot. Saved by Comer. Nice job by St. John to race back into his end. And timeout Oshawa with 2:44 to play, trailing 14-11. And you pull your goalie at this point. The answer is yes. Oshawa has pulled the goaltender. Scotty Comer at the bench. Standing at the door is Laskowitz. Comes over center. Nice pick on Upshaw. Now Gilray's going to go get him back to the bench. Laskowitz bouncer stopped by Coote. McNulty behind the back to McWaters. There's Laskowitz. They go back door to McWaters. He can't get it. Nice grab by Marinier. Uses all of his length. There's Upshaw. 2-on-1 with Hamley. The trailer's Romanchuk. Hamley's on a soft side. Scores! Cody Hamley finds a hole. Huge goal. Lewis and Stevenson for this draw. And Stevenson pulls it out straight to Klopfer. Rolls it sharply to McCrory. Runs into the zone. Chance right away. McNulty shoots off the foot of Coote. He just barely managed to maintain his balance as he was starting to go the other way. And then McNulty shot for the near post, and Coote makes the stop. There's St. John. Comer's in the net for Oshawa. There's another save by Coote. Ball's still loose. It's grabbed by Lewis. 2-on-1. Makes the pass to Fernandez, whose shot is stopped by Comer. It actually stuck in like the band around his glove there. That's quite a wild. 1:40 to go, 15-11 Whitby. St. John and the Outlaws trying to come back into this one. Laskowitz has been their primary driver on O. That's a holding penalty on Oshawa as Gilray just grabbed onto Marinier, who passed it ahead to Upshaw. He grabs the ball. Henry Archie on him. He's going to loft it over to Hutchison. Whitby's not bothering to pull Coote. He's just going to stay in his crease. Oh, now they're calling him. He's like, no, there's 8 seconds on the shot clock. I'm staying here. Shot clock will expire, and with 52.7 seconds to go, the Steelhawks will go to the man advantage. I am Steven Stamp. This is Arena Lacrosse League action. The final minute, and it's probably not going to be a particularly exciting one as Whitby's just happy to let the clock tick on their 15-11 lead with 40 seconds to play here over the Oshawa Outlaws. So Whitby is going to go to 6-0. Oshawa will drop to 2-4. And in this first 2020 edition of the Durham Derby, it's a big comeback for the Whitby Steelhawks. 18 seconds to go. Laskowitz, watched by Lewis, goes by the net at St. John. He's just going to let it expire, and the final will be 15-11, Whitby over Oshawa. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is the Arena Lacrosse League. Thanks for being with us. See you next time.